Here's a little bit more practice before the quiz, which will be on Wednesday. The first thing that I want you to do is identify the transformation that is displayed in numbers 1 through 4. Press pause on your video player, and then when you're ready, press play for the answers. The first one's a translation. Remember, a translation is just a slide over of a figure. So I have this object being slid to the right, or you could think of it as this object being slid down and to the left. That's how you can tell what it is. It's the same size, shape, orientation, it's just in a different position. Number 2 is a reflection. It is a mirror image along a line of reflection. So I can tell that this line of reflection is straight down the middle. And if you can imagine that you're folding a piece of paper and you want to see where the object lands, that is the image under reflection. The third one is a rotation. Rotation takes an object and rotates it around a point. And you can see that it's still the same size and shape, but it is now at a different angle. Number 4 is a dilation. A dilation can make an object larger or smaller, but it maps a figure to a similar figure. The next thing I would like to show you is the summary of all the transformations. It's really important that you know this for the quiz on Wednesday. Pause your player if you want to take a minute and copy this down. Anything that we've done in class in terms of coordinates is on this list. The next thing is that I would like to know what vector causes this translation. Pause your video, give it some thought, and see if you can figure out what vector is going to cause the translation from ABC here to A prime, B prime, C prime here. What you have to do is you have to pick a point and count where it's moved, the distance up or down and the distance right or left. So I picked point B and I counted down 6 spots. So it has moved down 6, and it also moved left for 4 units. So therefore my vector, you always list the right and left one first, is -4, meaning to the left, -6, meaning down. The next thing I want you to do is draw this figure as a 90-degree rotation. Do it by trying to figure out where the coordinates move under this location, under this transformation. So, for example, point A is at 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's at 2, 7. Figure out, based upon the summary that I gave you prior, where that point would move under a 90-degree rotation clockwise. Remember, that is a negative rotation. Pause your video. When you're ready, press play. This should be your result. You'll notice I have 2, 7. It goes to 7, -2. We take the y coordinate and move it to the x position, and then the x coordinate, move it to the y position, and you negate it. So if it's positive, it becomes negative. If it's negative, it becomes positive. So I figured out where each of those points went, and then I drew my new figure, and it is now rotated. And I should have said that it is a 90-degree rotation with the center being the origin. That's the only way this kind of transformation works with these rules for coordinates. All rotations are rotations around the origin. The next thing I want you to do is identify the scale factor. Press pause and think about it, and when you're done, press play. Well, the scale factor is the distance from my center, C, to the image, C prime, over the distance from A to the pre-image, C. So it was 10 over 6, which reduces to 5/3. Now I would like to use that scale factor to find the value, the length of B prime, C prime. I'd like you to pause your computer, give it a try. When you're ready, press play for the answers. And here we go. I took my scale factor, which was 5/3, and I set that equal to x over 9. So once you do that, you have a proportion. I cross multiplied, and I divided by 3. So the length of B prime C prime is actually 15. Now, that is it for the review. If you are able to do these kinds of problems, you'll do very, very well on the quiz, which again is on Wednesday. There is no part of it that asks you to draw a transformation. I've reviewed pretty much everything that's going to be on the quiz in this video. So the next thing that I'd like you to do is work on the review assignment, and that's posted on Schoology. Have a nice day.